Hi, my name is Nicky Christensen and I'm excited that we are advertising a position. The position is for a store person. It's a casual role that averages about 35 hours per week. Now, we're in the fresh flower business, but you don't have to know anything about fresh flowers because we can teach you that part. What we're really looking for is somebody who is 80% computer literate, 20% muscle. Because our role, this role is very integrated with our systems, and we're heavily digital. We scan, we enter, we're online, we're a live stock system, and we sell online. So it really is for somebody who's smart. I'm not just looking for just a forklift driver to pick up pallet from position A to put at position B. This is not going to be the job for you. I need somebody who's fully integrated and focused. I've got some notes that I'll refer to, so if you see me looking off camera, that's what I'm doing. Christensen is a family company with the best of what we do in our space, and we're looking for a store person to join our team. If you have a forklift license, that is a bonus because it does involve driving a forklift, so you've got to be able to, one, either have a forklift license, or two, to get a forklift license. We will sponsor someone into a forklift license, but we'll then take a bond from you to cover it because we don't want to just pay for forklift license if somebody leaves. Now on that, we're not looking for somebody who's here for 3 months or 6 months. We're looking for somebody who's here long term. We're a family company, we're a small size company, so if the idea of actually making a difference and mattering is important to you, then we're perfect. We're not like one of the big DC centres for one of the supermarkets where you're just a number operating a machine. That's not the type of operation that we are. So having said that, we need somebody who's a really good team player that can still work autonomously, but that understands that if you don't do your job, then the next person that's got to take up from where you left off can't do their job. So the core role is receiving product into the building, is to re-sticker them, make sure it's online in the right format. And if you don't do your job, it means it can't be sold, it can't be picked and packed. Nothing can happen if your job is not done correctly. So attention to detail is a huge one. If you have dyslexia, this job's not going to be the one for you because we do a lot of numbers. So you can't mix numbers around. You've got to be very good at numbers and having a good perception of what is the number I'm entering and what's the number I'm going to. So reading, writing, keeping numbers lined up, etc. is really important, and you'll really struggle if you have dyslexia. I've not had anyone successful in this role that has dyslexia. So if you have that, I wouldn't encourage you to apply because you won't be able to fulfill the role well with just from track record. You need to be able to move freely and lift. So we do lift flower boxes, etc. They can be up to 20 kilos roughly. So there is lifting involved, there is cutting and bucketing. So it is a physical role as well as a mental role. So you will have a good cross segment of tasks. So it's not just the same mundane thing over and over and over. You've got to be efficient and logical. So again, once you've been taught and is on the job trained, you'll have to then think about what you're doing and then enact that. So it's not just a paint by numbers scenario, there is thought needed. So if you like a bit of a challenge every now and then, it's important that you have those skills. We have 6 core values here at Christensen's, and we normally hire by them. And in no particular order, we do what we say we'll do. That's an important one. So if you're tasked with a job, if you don't do your job, the other people can't do their job in the chain. We believe people matter, so we don't have any water cooler talk here. Anybody that's interested in gossip and office politics, go work somewhere else because you're not going to fit in here. We're very open and honest and upfront, and we have a small team that's engaged with each other. This is our work family. We're driven but humble. We've learnt from, I was very not humble. What's the opposite of humble? Probably arrogant. Back in 2010, and my wife Millie standing behind the camera, who's our ops manager, we had so much success so quickly that I actually started to believe that my shit didn't stink. And when the GFC hit in 2010, that really impacted us and showed us I had to do a lot better job in relationships. So that's why that's one of our core values. We're driven but humble. We're super successful, but we're humble about it now. We're honest, fair, and respectful. That should need no explanation. We value loyalty, and loyalty comes in many different forms. Basically, loyalty can be if someone badmouths us online and social media, normally our customers, our suppliers, and our team actually stick up for the company because they feel attached to it. So this is not just you come and work 35 hours and you don't feel engaged. Our people actually are Christensen's people and they feel that. And also we practice open communication. If you can't handle being told, hey, you're not pulling your weight, you need to do this better or you're out, you can't work for us. We're very normal people, but we're not into babying people, or, you know, if you want to cuddle, go get a cuddle from your mum. That's not what we're here for. We're here to achieve a result, to have a good work environment, but we're also open. When you do a great job, you'll be told that, but if you let the team down, you're going to be told hard and fast, and the other team's going to tell you too. They're not going to put up with it. So that's pretty much that role in a nutshell. So remember, 80% computer, 20% muscle. You've got to be able to move around and lift flower boxes, cut and bucket. You've got to work in a cold room at 3 degrees, so you're going to have a jumper, but you're going to have to be able to put up with that over and over. There's also customer service involved. So if you're a hermit and you don't like talking to people, this is not going to suit you, because you're going to have to interact with customers. We use hand scanners to sell to our customers. So again, it's technology. So you're going to have to be able to adapt to technology and use it to your advantage and use it as a tool. It's a long-term position. We're not looking for someone 3 to 6 months. If your heart's not in a role that once you get used to it and you like it, we're definitely looking for someone long-term, because we don't want to turn this role over and over and over, because it's just a waste of time training, right? You will get on-the-job training. It'll take about a month, and then you'll start learning the flowers. The good thing about our system is it's all entered, so you can actually learn the flowers by reading and looking, so you'll learn flowers. You've got to bring the attitude, and your skill set will teach you the flower bit. That's actually the easy bit. It's your attitude, work ethic, and skill set that you've got to bring. Efficient and logical. So you've got to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. So either you're part of the solution or part of the problem. If you're one of these people who goes, oh, what do I do now? And then just sit there and wait for an answer, this is not the role for you. You need to be proactive and actually looking for the solution all the time. You need to be able to work autonomously, but also in that family work team environment, because we have a small team and we don't have any water cooler talk. So that's about the recap I wanted to give you. It's a 4-day-a-week role. It includes Sundays. Now that's a good thing, I think, because you actually get double time, Millie, on a Sunday, double time. So those 4 days still means you average about that 35 hours a week. So that's pretty sweet. We're looking to hire 2 people. So again, there'll be 2 people for this role. We will interview the people that are successful. So once you submit through the SEEK process, we will then call in the people that we would like to bring in for interview. We will let you know if you're not successful to get an interview, and we will let you know once you've interviewed if you got the job or not. We're looking for an immediate start, but if you've got to give 2-week notice, can we handle that, yep. Millie? Yep. Millie's the ops manager, so that's why I'm looking over the camera back at her to find that out. She hates being on camera. This is my thing. So that's about it. So a bit about Christensen's. Go and look us up on the website, flowerauction.com.au. Check us out on Instagram @flowerauction. We're also on Facebook @flowerauction. So we service florists. We're the only flower auction in Australia. Really what makes us unique is we make accessing a very broad variety of flowers, plants and floral sundries fast, easy and fun for the flower retailers. We get it in and we get it out, as our auctioneer Nicole likes to say. So we're really focused about, we have to get it right and we have to have attention to detail, because if we say that there's 100 of, say, roses in this lot and we have people come and buy 100, it'll happen in one night. If there's only 95, guess what? 5 miss out, and that's when the florists really start to get the shits with us and our service. So attention to detail is probably the biggest thing that you need to bring to this role. So if you think that's you and you think you're good for this role, please apply. Please don't just apply to waste our time. Please don't apply just to tick the box if you're looking to, I've got to do 10 interviews to qualify for something else. Please don't apply if you're not in Australia and you don't have a work visa for Australia. Please only apply if you can start this role and you can make it your own. But I encourage you, if that's you, please apply. We want to work with talented people. Cheers.